Hello everybody, Joe here. Welcome to the channel. Today's video, we've got a 10-minute AMRAP, as many rounds as possible. So we'll start right away with the first exercise. That is going to be groundwork. So we're going to do 10. It's going to be each side, as you'll see. So 1, 2, so that's 1 rep. And again, 10 of those. So exercises like these, groundwork, people don't like to do them, or they're kind of strange, they're different, they're not what people would typically do. However, these kind of exercises are absolutely fantastic for really your whole body. If you do enough groundwork, your shoulders are going to feel it, your abs are going to feel it because you're in kind of a plank, a high plank variation, and also your quadriceps, your legs are really going to feel it. Just maintaining that right there is extremely hard. The next one we're going to do now is going to be a bridge to L-sit. So this is not an easy movement by any stretch of the imagination. Going back into the L-sit, if you can't do that, if you don't have the shoulder mobility or the strength, just go back as far as you can. For the bridge pose, just try to push your glutes up as high as you can, and you want to ideally get your body parallel to the floor there. Again, this is going to really be important for your shoulder flexibility. You may not have the total flexibility of your shoulder to do this. However, just work on it. Just don't go into each movement as deeply, and eventually that shoulder mobility will come. But when you finish doing this exercise, especially when you finish the whole 10-minute workout, you'll find that your shoulders actually feel way better. And the last exercise, which we're doing here, is going to be 10 squats. So 10 groundwork, 10 L-sit to bridge, and 10 squats. So we're going to do that as many rounds as we can in the 10 minutes. The squats, obviously, is just kind of a little bit of a break between the other two. So second set, again, right into the groundwork. So with the bridge to L-sit, that is a fantastic exercise. I think everybody should be doing it. When you do it, however, you want to ground. You want to be on a ground where you have some grip. So don't be on something that's slippery. Don't be on a hardwood floor or something, because your hands are going to slide out from underneath you. These are thick rubber mats, so I do have a pretty good grip with these. Otherwise, yeah, this exercise right here, guys need to do it, women need to do it, especially guys. Guys tend to have weaker glutes and hamstrings because, there are a lot of guys just work on their chest, their shoulders, their deadlifts, that type of stuff, and they fail to do the glutes. But working your glutes and your low back like this is hell of amazing on your rear core. And these are the exercises that's really going to give you get rid of back pain or prevent you from getting back pain in the first place. I used to have excessive back pain years ago, but what I included glute exercises, specific glute exercises, and exercises like this, it really helped get rid of the back pain. And again, going back into that L-sit like that and coming forward, the shoulder mobility, a lot of guys also, they have very poor shoulder mobility. So doing those kind of exercises really kind of opens up your shoulders. Again, you can see that my hands are kind of faced forward. However, if you can't do that, you can simply just face your hands outwards a little bit to kind of ease in the shoulder mobility, flexibility kind of thing. So we've done 2 sets completed, and now we're going into the third set. Again, these groundwork, fantastic. If you're doing 2 exercises, groundwork and the L-sit to bridge are some of the best exercises, workouts that you can do. I try and incorporate them into, I would say every at least once a week, probably twice a week. I'm going to incorporate these into my workout regime. So again, these don't require any space really. No, they're not high impact, so they're good on your joints. Obviously we're doing a little bit slow. So, and you will still get a definite cardio workout. You'll hear me huffing and puffing later on. But yeah, the squats, I've incorporated the squats into this just so you're also just working your legs specifically. This workout right here, this exercise is working more of the back, so the hamstring, the glutes, whereas the groundwork is working more of the quadriceps. But again, I've thrown in the squats just to also give it a little bit of a break. Doing the groundwork and the L-sit to bridge like what we're doing here, it is pretty hard. It may not look that hard. It doesn't look cardiovascular intensive. However, it really does burn the shoulders. If you do the groundwork and you do the bridge to L-sit back to back and you do that without stopping, you're going to find that you're wearing out your shoulders real quick, and you're going to need a break. So that is the reason why I built in the squats to this workout. And again, no equipment, so that's fantastic. No space. As you can see, all you really need is a space the size of maybe a yoga mat at most. You can do this while on the go. If you're traveling, you're in a hotel, maybe you don't want to do a whole bunch of burpees, or you don't want to lift some weights and make noise towards the people in the other rooms. So doing these kind of workouts where you're not jumping and stuff is fantastic for also keeping the noise down. And once again, there is really next to no high impact whatsoever. This would probably be the highest impact right here, and it's like 1% compared to running or jump squats or whatnot. So yeah, when you're pushing up with the glutes here, really want to clench those glutes. Clench the glutes and push up as far as you can. Don't just rely completely on the hamstrings. Girls are generally better for doing glute workouts, which is really great because the glutes will stabilize your low back and they stabilize the body in general, which is why females tend to have less lower back pains than men do. Men, again, they don't really like working the glutes altogether. They just work the chest, the shoulders, all that stuff, the beach muscles, and make themselves look good on the beach. However, yeah, I'm always focused on the glutes. I usually do just my glutes at least twice a week, usually 3 times a week. Every other day or every 3 days, I will work for 20 minutes just on my butt. As you can see with these squats, the knee is going outwards. Don't let those knees cave in, and the knee should be ideally above the midfoot to rear foot. Don't let those knees buckle in, and don't let them go way over the toes. So this will be one of the last sets, if not the last set. A little over 2 minutes to go now. And again, I know this is not a typical style workout that you do, but I encourage people to try something new. I saw this, I used to do some breakdancing, so this is kind of like a breakdancing variation of a move called the 6-step, which is and then I just decided, hey, you know what, I'm just going to call this groundwork because there's obviously power moves in breakdancing, and then there's groundwork, and that would be more of the groundwork, just a portion of it. So that's why I call it the groundwork, a little bit of history of that. So this bridge to L-sit or L-sit to bridge is something that I basically also made up by myself. I don't know if there's a technical names for this, so I'm just labeling it as I'm doing the actual exercise. But again, fantastic. The L-sit, to hold yourself up in an L-sit like that, is actually really hard on your lower abs. I've tried this with friends before, and even friends of mine that were pretty fit could not go back into the L-sit. So if you can't do it, don't feel bad. Just go back as far as you can. You don't have to get your legs straight by any means. If you go back, a couple inches, and your knees only go to a 90, that is totally fine. So, finishing off this set with the squats, and as you can see, my knees are not going past my toe. Really avoid getting that knee, letting it go past the toe. The butt is coming back like you're sitting on a toilet. That right there is great form for your squats. So you've completed 5 sets now. We're going to start the last set. Obviously, I don't think we're finishing this one, but we'll see how that goes. And if the timer runs out, we'll at least finish just this exercise. I don't like leaving something, half done type thing. So I always got to finish at least that exercise, even if it goes past the time a little bit. Which bam, bam, and we are done. So 5 sets plus a little bit of extra groundwork there is fantastic. If you want to do this for 20 or 30 minutes, feel free to do so. Also, don't forget to stretch. You really want to stretch the muscles, especially that you worked. So we did our hamstrings and we did our back and our glutes, and a forward fold is going to stretch exactly that. And then we're also going to do an up dog, which is a great stretch for stretching the front of the core, as well as these quad stretches here. So yeah, upward dog, fantastic for the front of the core. Again, hope you like this video. Feel free to comment down below, subscribe, hit the notification icon, all that good stuff, and it will alert you to when I post new content. Until the next time, have yourself a great day, and bye for now.